Hello, everyone. I'm probably There's a lot of things going on in YouTube streets right now, so I doubt anyone's gonna see this until after I post it. But I caught some of the Monica's live, and now she has privated her video. What a coinky dink, right? I was trying to get it on for you guys, but she wants you to become a teacup member in order to preview the live. But what I saw on that live I did not like. I did not like. Monica basically kept her hands clean in a way and tried to turn this all on Plez, more or less. And poor Plez, all she wants to do is have a peace of mind. She started her channel, she's gaining her subscribers, her followers organically. And I even saw in the comments with people that were disagreeing with Monica, they were deleting them. And I don't understand how she could get on the platform and sit there and act like she didn't do anything wrong. And now she wants to play victim. No, Monica, I'm sorry. I'm calling you out on your bullshit, okay? You are dead wrong. Anytime you try to call out anyone or insinuate that anyone has a mental health issue, anybody has a right to defend themselves. Then you have the audacity to have other people do your dirty work. Monica, red flags. You claimed your family. One, how can anybody, what's the word? I think I seen the comment. I think I'm gonna have to find that comment on YouTube. Um, how can you be a family when allegedly nobody knows what the mother looks like? For one. One. Let's just get that out of the bunch. You're the avatar lady, I guess we should call you. Then I get it, this is your channel and you feel like you're giving everybody a space to build themselves, but you're one of those, mm, oh, what's the word? I think Lovely T used it before. You're the nice nasty. You throw shade but you do it in a polite way, and plus had every right to call you out on your shit. You should be ashamed of yourself, honestly. Because Ples did not down talk you. She didn't do anything to you. And the bishop, I believe him. I do. I believe everything that he said because you showed your true colors when you were on that live with Ples. And the fact that you privated this live because you were getting backlash and you were deleting comments just proves furthermore any comment that I saw in that live before I can screenshot it that was agreeing and taking sides with Ples, that was in favor of Ples or the bishop, you were deleting it. So that just confirms what Ples said. Number one, Ples did a fairway video that stated she was leaving due to time constraint. And you had the audacity to say it was for mental illness. She had every right to get on that platform to defend herself. You are messy. I guess, it's all about the tea, right? But you talk down on so many people and you don't even have the courage to show your face or who you are. And now you're claiming you're getting death threats. Well, you know what? There may be truth to that. For all we know, you could forge receipts and text messages. You can make those up. But I just can't believe you really got on here. And I really thought maybe, just maybe, you would have just told the truth. And you really didn't get on here and do any of that. You basically wanted other people to do your dirty work and to talk down on these people and make it seem like they were that guy. You see, you're a master manipulator. And I'm going to break you down. I am. And then you claim you got lawyers and You are calling the police and whatnot. But how do you think it felt when you were doing that or talking about Summer Walker? How you think you stating that CPS need to be called on Summer Walker and stating that every baby that is small is malnourished? And you didn't put no allegedly after that. You were encouraging your people to call CPS on Summer Walker. And then you had the audacity in the comments to call me a dummy. And I had to read you for the filth. And the bad part is I subscribed to you because I genuinely thought that, you were okay. But I really came on that platform for Plez and Bishop. And I'm definitely going to hit the unsubscribe button. I believe I did already. Actually, let me do that right now as we speak. I just wanted to see what you were going to say tonight. And what happened when you was doing about the Apple Watch? You put up certain lives of her on Instagram, of off her Instagram, and then insinuating because she was drunk and whatever the case is, you basically was insinuating she was a shit parent. And when she called you out for it, you didn't like it. You didn't like it at all. She should have read you even more. Apple Watch could get you for defamation. And she should. Every person you talked about that you have no hardcore evidence to speak on should sue you for defamation if that's the case. And allegedly, people are saying that, you're the Monica Sauls that is the one of the vice presidents of Bojangles in North Carolina. And if that's really true, you should be really ashamed of yourself. You should. Because you could do so much talking and hiding behind the screen, Monica. Eventually, someone's gonna figure out who you are, what you look like. And everything that you put out into the universe will come back to you in a tenfold. I promise you. What you do unto others will come back to you. Karma comes back in a full circle, hun. You really sat there and shitted on Plez and Bishop, and you sat there and made it seem like they were the cause, they were the problem. Plez warned you. She told you she was leaving for time constraints. She told you whether you were sick with laryngitis, you had to do this with the kids, and save it. We're all mothers here. We all have to juggle different responsibilities. A mother being a mother's a job. That's a part of being a parent. Suck it up, buttercup. And then when you threw that little shade talking about you have a husband, you have a family, knowing that Plez talked about having a stillborn, and this is coming from somebody who had a stillborn, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself, young lady. You were throwing stones. And Plez and a lot of the viewers caught that. And I'm one of the people. You, I don't even know how you got to where you were. You must have had to step on a few toes to get where you are. But honey, everybody that you stepped on to get where you at are going to be the same people you see when you fall down. You did this live with this allegedly doctor to try to validate yourself. You acted like what you call it, a 14-year-old in high school, yelling over Plez. You were so caught up, you couldn't even think of what to say next. That woman is humble. The bishop is humble. They are so nice. And you get to play victim? Like, I don't get it. How can someone that sits up here and talk about other people's business gets mad when the mirror gets turned around on them? Newsflash, honey. The same way you had a little obsession with T.I. and Tiny. That was getting a little weird. And let's not forget your clickbait. Monica, A lot of us is on to you. We're on to the bullshit that you're putting out there. We're on to you. And don't think that just because you did this live, it's going to save you from the backlash. It's not. Because people can see right through the bullshit. The fact that y'all were really deleting comments that were for Plez and that were calling you on your bullshit, that goes to show everything she said was true. The fact that she showed receipts of when she texted you that you never called her back, it proves everything. You're just a bitter, miserable little wench. You're upset that Plez and the bishop have their own platform. You're upset that one of your strongest members decided she wanted to go on her own and you couldn't handle that. So instead of you taking accountability for your actions, you're deciding to try to tarnish her character. But baby, that's not going to work. It's really not. And mm, I just I just can't believe you really got on here tonight and you really played a victim. And it's just like, I'm happy people are catching on to your bullshit. I'm happy that people are seeing you for what they are. But the fact that you made the video private, that was a funny one, hon. That was a real funny one. And it's just sad. And it's just sad. Because you're talking about you brought people on this panel to help them grow and everything, but it seems like when they want to move on and do their own thing, you have an issue with it. You have an issue with anybody building a platform beyond the self. And you throwing shade, talking about when Plez did a live, she only had 23 people. We didn't need to know that. That was shade. And that's the shit I'm talking about. Didn't you have to start somewhere? Didn't you have to build a platform somewhere? But I'm definitely going to do my research a little bit more on you. And I'm going to put a video together because I am sick and tired of females like you who get to try to play victim, but when you're the master manipulator, pulling strings behind the scene, you throw stones, but forget you live in a glass house. And I don't like that. I don't like that you're trying to tarnish her character because you got called out on some lies. I don't like that you're using the fact that you brought her on your platform as if you made her. You didn't make her. You didn't make any of them. They made themselves. And a lot of people, quite frankly, Monica, came to that channel for the panelists, not you. You are have an obsession with Ti and Tiny. Sometimes I used to think, hey, does she want to be in the bed with Ti and Tiny? Does she wants to see what that life is about in the industry? As much as you talk about them with the clickbait, like when is enough? You need to take accountability because the more you keep lying, the more you keep denying, the more you keep hiding, the harder you will fall, Monica. Now, I mean, we all have our ups and downs, but baby, when you purposely decide to try to spite someone when they've been nothing but good to you, that's going to be a hard pill for you to swallow. And what will Plez or the bishop gain from lying on you? Obviously, something was said for him to want to leave the platform. But no, you want to make it seem like you're the problem. No, you're the problem, Monica. You're a narcissist. You're a narcissistic manipulator who uses people's traumas against them. You're no kin. You're no friend to nobody. You're a friend to yourself. So, with that being said, I'm gonna try to see if I can get her live so I could post it and do my actual reaction. But Monica, what goes around comes around. I'm out.